To the students studying business, this is your video. You should have these skills before you leave school because the industry demands for these skills on day one. Number one skill is the communication skills. Everybody presumes to know how to communicate. That's when things are okay. But your ability to communicate when things are not okay, your ability to communicate during the conflict resolution phase, your ability to negotiate where things don't seem to be working so well on your end is what we demand for, is what we are looking at this point. Make sure you know how to navigate those challenges because workplace will challenge you, real business world will challenge you, negativity, things working against the tide will challenge you, but your ability to stand and communicate is something we are looking for. Number two is the sales skill. Make sure you know how to sell, and this is something that starts with you. People buy people. You must be able to sell yourself to us, to the employer, but also to the entire audience. Please understand this. One of you told me, oh, I want to do this, but I don't know how to sell myself. I don't have social media presence. I don't have viewership. I don't have following. And I asked her, have you noticed that company that makes serious money, they don't have that big following on social media? Have you noticed they're not the best when it comes to viewership or likes what, but they have serious impact? So make sure you're impactful. Make sure you know how to put out the most authentic version of you whenever you're given an opportunity. And I told her, do you want to tell me that every like converts into a sale? So from that point, you have to understand that selling and marketing, they differ two-way big. So have this skill with you because the industry demands it day one. Another skill is accounting basics. During our meetings, our interviews and everything, we are going to always be using certain language and we expect you to be understanding. We shall always send you reports in a certain language, business language. So we think we are speaking to the peer. We think you're understanding. So have the accounting basics. This will help us. Another thing is the time management skill. This is very important. When you talk about time management, it's not just you appearing to office on time, logging into virtual meetings on time. We even look at how long do you take to respond to our messages, to our emails. Because remember, the time you spend to respond is the same time we would need to process the next steps, especially if our next decision or our course of action depends on the response, on your feedback. Time management is so wide because most of the times when you talk about time management, everybody presumes to be a good time manager, okay? Until you reach that point where someone goes a full week without responding to your message when you just wanted a yes or no answer. So the industry demands for that. Be knowing that you will be needed to keep time, even when you shouldn't be expected. Have you seen these messages that come in Friday around 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. when you're clocking out at 5? And be like, oh, I'll respond to this on Monday. Ask yourself before even you make that decision, and be like, oh, is my response a point of decision or a basis of decision? Are they going to use my response for the next course of action, or it is a conclusion point? So this is one of the time management issues I've talked about, and someone will be like, maybe that is communication. Yeah, we are saying it's communication, but when do you communicate? You've communicated back when? Are you looking at the time window? So as a business student who intends to go higher in higher ladder in leadership, managerial, or even owning your own business, you must be able to iron out, to polish on time management skills. Another thing is learn this Excel. Have some data literacy when it comes to Excel, because trust me, every day we have something to look at, and Excel might become your next friend because we have a lot of data visualization. We have a lot of questions that will require you to pull out a report and filter, that will require you to use some Excel here and there. So it's better to leave school with these skills. And I've seen people who are already in business or who own businesses now, but maybe they have not been through business schools, and they now try to find help from either PAs or from virtual assistants, or they are trying to find ways of getting this assistance. So if you are able, and if you're a business school graduate student, you should be able to help that business owner, that small business owner. You should be able to fill in the gaps, because with this competitive market, you must be so good, you must be so outstanding. Thank you so much. CPA Jovia Nakaima.